हेलो, क्या हाल है? इट्स बीन अ वाइल। ये डीएलसी है। मेरा प्लान क्या है अभी? फटाफट में जाके ना मिशन कटा दूँ ये लोगों के, जो भी ये सब है ना। या तो मैं सीधा यहाँ पर जा सकता हूँ, कासल सिमूरा। वो लूट के आई डोंट नो। सीधे यहाँ चलते हैं।
My black dice would suit you well, a samurai? Are you alive or a spirit?
Alive. For now.
इतना ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम करके रखा हूँ मैं गेम का।
And wondering what you do here.
I fear the secrets of my dies would go to waste. But a samurai lives. My colors are midnight. Trees blackened by fire. Eyes dark with yearning. Bring me the right materials, and I will clothe you, my lord.
क्वेस्ट करनी पड़ेगी।
Farewell.
हाँ, मेरा टेलीपोर्टिंग घोड़ा। साउंड डिजाइन काफ़ी अच्छा है यार गेम का।
I need information, not apologies.
Perhaps a farmer's note.
Perhaps.
आई थिंक यहाँ पर मैं आया था पहले, इन लोगों को जब हेल्प करना था। कहाँ पर है मेरा छोड़ू? यार मिला नहीं वो। ऊपर ही जाना लगता है मेरे को ना।
Sora, come on!
अरे यार ये नहीं करना था।
Hey!
भाई थैंक गॉड मोटा मर गया। अरे वाह मैं बताओ भाई इन लोगों से हार रहा हूँ मैं। ये लोग कुछ देते भी नहीं है, क्यों रुक रहा हूँ मैं इनके साथ खिलौने दिए। क्या है ये? हाँ
Quickly, Sora!
काफी मस्त जगह है यार ये वाला। भाई ब्रेथ टेकिंग है यार, लेजिट मजाक से हटके यार ये।
Come here and fight.
आ जाओ। अरे अरे आखिर मत जा, आखिर दिमाग खराब करेगा। हाँ पता क्या चिल्ला रहा है कैसे। भाई जब ये ऐसा भी होता है ना भाई, लेकिन मज़ा आता है भाई। आई थिंक इधर से घूम के जाना पड़ेगा। आजा कौन आएगा कहाँ बैठने। भाई जो एरो की बरसात हुई ना हमारे ऊपर आई थिंक ना सबके क्वेस्ट करने पड़ेंगे मेरे को। कहाँ चले तो सबसे पहले इस बंदे के पास चलते हैं। वहाँ से पास पड़ेगा ये। यहाँ से भी पास पड़ सकता है, यहीं से चलते हैं। Jam, full beer. यहाँ पर कुछ लोग इन लोग से भी बढ़ लेते हैं.
Amka! Silmuko!
Oh. कहाँ जाना है मेरे को?
Lord Sakai,
बोल भाई क्या हाल है?
Kenji, what are you doing?
you have stumbled on a perfect opportunity, my lord. Down this road lies an enemy camp stuffed with supplies to feed, clothe, and heal dozens, hundreds, and the Mongols left. It's a ripe plum just begging for it.
What are you not telling me?
This is a simple situation. No Mongols, lots of stuff. Help ourselves, help the people.
On the slim chance some good comes of this. Lead the way.
I knew you'd understand, Lord Sakai.
Nato, the sake seller, sake seller.
How did you find this camp?
I've been following these guys for a while. They're so arrogant they leave their camp unguarded when they go on raids.
Then who are you waiting for on the road?
Who me? Nobody. I was on my way to the camp when you happened by.
There are survivors taking refuge near the Yarikawa stronghold. They need supplies.
That's exactly the people I'm trying to help. What did I tell you? So beautiful it makes you weep.
Look around.
Ludo.
Gather what you can.
मैं तो भूल ही गया था लूटना मेरे को
Clothing,
कितना पसंद है.
leather, silk, wood. This can help a lot of people.
I told you this was a good idea.
A sake barrel. Know anything about this, Kenji?
You think I'm the only one on this island who sells sake to the Mongols?
Yes.
My lord, I'm hurt.
मेरे को थोड़ा बहुत गोल्ड मिल जाए ना मैं अपना स्वॉर्ड अपग्रेड कर दूँगा.
Anything valuable there?
Don't know,
metals, rare wood.
कोई तो
Kenji!
है.
I'll kill you!
Who are you?
The man who's going to end Kenji's life. You left me here to die.
No, not true. I brought help. Meet Lord Sakai, also known as the Ghost.
One of you explain what's happening. Now.
Kenji set me up is what's happening.
It wasn't a setup. The Mongols were supposed to pay for this stuff, only they didn't. And then they took my friend Nato here hostage.
They were supposed to pay for this?
Hear that? They're back. Please, cut me loose.
Where did you get these supplies?
We stole them from Straw Hats.
Lord Sakai, can you distract the Mongols?
So you can escape?
Not exactly. I have an idea. Trust me.
No more ideas, Kenji. Just take your friend and go.
आ जाओ कैसे कर दिया
The lock is stuck! Hurry up! Hurry up! Go! There! Run!
आशा तो वैसे ही दिमाग खराब करता पूरे गेम में ना
You think you can steal from us?
That's all the sucking barrels! Keep your mumbo hands off our things!
भाई ये लोग दिमाग खराब करते मारो मारो मारो
Dirty thieves!
और पैर ही तो है भाई मार 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 तो मार
Kenji!
दोनों मर गए
Kenji's friend! You can come out now. It's safe.
Over here!
कहाँ पर हो गंजी हो गंजुआ
We thought it would be safer in here.
वाह
Thank you, Lord Sakai.
Yes, thank you.
You know what happens now.
I'm going to ride that sake barrel all the way to...
Kenji, I think he's angry.
Lord Sakai, our intention was always to gift our gains to the survivors who need it most. The camp outside the town of Yarikawa.
Gather everything you can. And when I visit that camp, I'm going to find it overflowing with food and medicine, correct?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
ज़्यादा वो नहीं था मज़ा आया था ये क्वेस्ट में
I told you this was a bad idea.
What's bad? It worked out perfectly.
You call this perfect?
The Mongols.
यहाँ पर जाके देख के आ जाओ यार क्या सीन है यार मैंने यही प्रेस किया था यार क्या है ये व्हाट द फक कहाँ पर है वो ओह चाम स्लॉट के लिए ना ये तो
Sora! Who will face me first?
अरे यार ये पोस्टर बाकी क्या दिख रहा है? कहाँ पर है?
You'll be free soon. Is there anywhere you can go?
I don't know, my lord. I was traveling the roads when I stumbled across their nearby outpost. The bastards are capturing anyone who tries to pass.
I'll clear the road. Until then, stay hidden.
Did you see something? अरे यार तुम लोग क्यों आ रहे हो? कौन आएगा? देखो यार इस आर्चर की ना Why? Nice. किसको बुला रहा है? Um, what? मेरे को मेरा स्वॉर्ड अपग्रेड करना है यार। यहाँ पर भी होगा कोई मून स्टांस का, तो कर लेता फटाफट एंड वो वाला क्वेस्ट करके। अरे वो तो कुछ काम का ही नहीं है। कहाँ पर है?
Come here and fight! Ujuk, Salvaku, Alaruki!
अरे क्या था भाई मैंने?
That's my soda.
Chiharu!
आखिर का है वो। तो चला गया। अरे भाई
Just ready. Bichadna. Jamtharak Dujwen. Erhacho. Yamartekyo Harmo.
लीडर तो मिलना, लीडर कहाँ है इसका?
Erten bagayo. Oy, budur git. Yago. Yamartekyo.
तो ये लीडर मेरा मुंह शानदार बहुत है।
Yoksa stay. Tübe. Tübe.
Of course, let's go. मेरे को सही लग रहा है भाई, मैं वो शायद खोल रहा हूँ मैक्स। चलो ओह आ जाओ मैं अब। ये नहीं कर रहा मैं।
May I look after your bow, my lord?
Goodbye.
मैं से ये बहुत
keep your katana light and sharp.
यार गोल्ड है मेरे पास.
Balanced, sharp, and deadly.
ओके मेरे पास गोल्ड चाहिए.
Apologies. You don't have what we need to do the work. An honor to serve you, my lord.
We can't let them harm the monks.
The Mongols will keep them alive for their medical skills.
I'm sure of nothing when it comes to the invaders. They came this way, past the tea fields.
Look for tracks.
I hope I have what you're looking for. I'm sorry. I need more for that. I look forward to hearing of your plans.
Tracks here. They went toward the swamp. Come. It sounds like you and Hochi have a history.
Hochi always complained that my brother was too eager to fight.
What kind of monk is Hochi?
There were people with a terrible illness. Rotted their faces and limbs. Everyone avoided them except Hochi. He lived among them, treated their wounds.
Bravery takes many forms.
Hochi thinks warrior monks are driven by anger and hate. But when I swing my naginata, I sacrifice the few to save the many. I do it without hatred.
यहाँ पर है, यहाँ पर है.
There they are. Stay here, Norio. I don't want the monks to get caught in the middle.
अरे ये सीन है क्या? बड़ा असर करने वाला.
Please save me!
You're going to be all right.
Do whatever you want.
Are you the samurai who rose from the dead?
Is Hochi with you?
Ochi? No. But one of us broke loose. The invaders chased after him. They'll be back any moment.
Road Sakai! Mongols up the road!
Norio? You're alive!
Stay back, all of you.
अरे यार आर्चर हाँ ठीक है भाई, तू नीचे फेंक दे, मैं ऊपर आ रहा हूँ।
Is anyone hurt?
We're all right, my lord.
Where's Hochi?
A different group took him. Norio. They knew Hochi's name. And they mentioned Cedar Temple.
Lord Sakai. Why would they separate Hochi from the rest?
He's the most skilled healer. They might have plans for him.
He also likes to argue.
You think he angered them?
Knowing Hochi? Yes.
Don't jump to conclusions. First, we need to track him down.
Give me time to figure out what Mongols took him.
I'll meet you at Akashima village. We'll find him, Norio.
यहाँ चलते हैं।
Sora, come! Let's go, Sora! The refugee camp. Sensei Ishikawa said he'd meet me here. He's not here. Maybe someone has seen him. I'm looking for a samurai, an archer.
The sensei headed toward the coast. He said you should catch up with him to join the hunt. And you'd know what that meant.
Wind's been stronger than usual.
My lord, I heard you attack Adamo Bay to save
Sensei Ishikawa is in trouble.
Sakai, over here.
What's up, it's Zagawa, homie.
Head down.
Of course नहीं. बोल क्या सही है?
You're wounded.
I'll survive.
You should have waited for me at the camp.
I had a lead on Tomoe. I couldn't risk losing her.
Were those her archers?
One of them shouted my name.
More on the way. Tend to your wound. I'll take them.
क्या मेरा बैकग्राउंड कर रहा है कैरेक्टर? हाँ डॉज कर बे रुको. ये डॉज कर. ना बेकार है मैं यहाँ पर. बड़े
Not bad, Sakai.
They had you surrounded.
Tomoe taught them well.
That's not why they outmaneuvered you.
If you have an insight, share it.
You didn't notice them because you were too focused on finding Tomoe.
Even I make mistakes, Sakai.
No, you don't. Except with her.
We should get moving.
What do you know about the camp?
Archers, for the most part. Tomoe has been seen with them on raids all over Akashima.
She won their trust.
She's a useful tool to divide and conquer, for now.
सप्लाई लूट के आया मैं इससे कहा.
Faster, Sora!
एक कौन है यार भाई?
Tomoe betrayed you before she sided with the Mongols. But you never told me exactly what happened.
She used my teaching to help a band of assassins. They paid well.
It still doesn't explain why she attacked you.
Sakai, how does a samurai deal with an assassin?
You retaliated and attacked her.
I dealt with Tomoe as I would any common murderer.
She was your student.
I don't make exceptions, Sakai. What's that ahead?
They hunt people for sport.
Not sport. Practice.
They're ruthless.
Indulging violence weakens the warrior. Like too much food or drink.
You said Tomoe traveled to your dojo to study. What did she do before that?
My mother belonged to a merchant family in Umugi. She never knew her father. Why do you ask?
Killing is not learned overnight, even for a prodigy with a bow.
She was born with a taste for bloodshed. More of
Tomoe's work.
क्या अब उसने
Quickly, Sora! Their archers hunt the people of Akashima like dogs.
Tomoe and her allies are too hungry for violence. A killer masters a weapon. Samurai masters himself.
You've devoted your life to mastering the bow.
The bow, yes. Not to killing.
Now you're splitting hairs.
I have tied a wounded man to my horse with a bowstring. Used an arrowhead to cut meat when I had no knife.
You're saying a bow is more than a weapon.
And a samurai is more than a killer.
If we can't win Tomoe back, we have no choice. We have to kill her.
I trained her. I share the blame for her actions. I will end this.
You only share the blame if you encouraged her thirst for violence.
I made her my student. I should have seen the darkness in her.
You didn't see it, and that scares you.
It bothers me. We're nearly there. We'll approach this like Fort Nakayama.
Observe the camp, look for weaknesses. Make a plan of attack.
That's right, Sakai. Look twice and shoot once. We will go on foot.
I hear them.
Definitely a camp for training archers.
We did what we came here to do.
We were lucky. Samurai does not rely on luck. Tomoe is not here.
Let's make sure. Look around. A supply list. Japanese bows and targets. Delivery locations all over Toyotama.
She's setting up more training camps.
One in Otsuna, another in Kushi, and more planned. A message in Japanese.
What does it say?
Great Khan, conqueror of Tsushima. Before the year is over, your archers will know all I do about killing samurai. And I will deliver the heads of Sensei Ishikawa and Jin Sakai.
Tomoe was here.
बड़ा यार मेरा हेड लेने
I
वाला
gave her everything. And she threw it away.
She's a threat. There is only one way this ends.
I know what must be done.
Knowing and doing are different.
You are questioning whether I am samurai?
Tomoe was my greatest achievement. But if I must, I will destroy her to save this island. That is my duty.
The list we found. We will use it to track down the other camps.
And we will end Tomoe's treachery. Sakai,
पर मैंने कहा क्यों
you are
ऐसा
a
हो रहा है?
fine warrior. You could become a great leader.
हाँ,
Do
thank
not
you.
question my integrity again.
Okay, sorry, कुछ सी हो गया. ऐसे कहा हुआ था क्वेश्चन करते हैं. तो कर ही रहे हो. यहाँ पर 10 after 9.
One of Tomoe's training camps is around here.
Ah! The coast! Don't kill me!
What's going
हाँ
on?
वाले पे.
Kill them all, Lord Sakai. Take whatever you want.
I'm not a thief.
Everyone knows you're attacking caravans. The ghost and the demon Sensei.
Sensei Ishikawa? That's a lie.
I've heard you myself.
Heard us? When?
Not long ago. Tearing up the road like starving wolves.
How are Sensei Ishikawa and I being blamed for highway robbery? Head north. Find out who's responsible.
हाँ तो भाई तेरे से मटेरियल भी चाहिए था मेरे को. कौन आ रहा है?
Sensei!
हमें ऐसा इसमें रखा हुआ था.
About time you showed up.
You're welcome, Sensei.
और तू करके आया था यहाँ पर.
You're the ghost.
What happened here?
His caravan was ambushed.
Lots of attacks lately. People say you're stealing supplies. Or sided with the Mongols.
Rest easy. I'll discuss this with Lord Sakai.
Tomoe is behind this.
She sows paranoia and fear, attacking caravans, blaming us. I caught up to his group too late. Saved him, but not the others.
Where was he ambushed?
Close. Why?
Find the ambush site. Track the rest of Tomoe's group to their camp.
That makes sense.
What's wrong?
Nothing. She has me off balance.
We'll put an end to that.
Rest here. Eat the food I gave you, and wait a while before you leave.
Thank you, Sensei.
Show me where he was ambushed.
How did you find me?
Someone heard a convoy
वो
being
मैं जी
chased.
दबाया था वो
People
वो
avoid
wind
the
guide
roads
करता है
because
मेरा
of
वो
Tomoe.
कैसे
When I caught wind of a merchant chancing a supply run, I followed.
We're here to find and destroy Tomoe's training camp. But the safety of the island is our priority.
I don't see how those conflict. I was trying to save that convoy.
You could have easily caught up to them. You used them as bait.
So what if I did?
That's a dangerous path to travel, Sensei.
Tomoe betrayed everything I taught her. Then she betrayed me. And after me, her home. I'll hunt her past the horizon if I must. There's the convoy.
And more victims of Tomoe. Let's see what we can learn. No other survivors.
Japanese and Mongol arrows.
Of course. It's a warning to the people of Kushi.
From Tomoe.
From Lord Sakai and Sensei Ishikawa. No travel is permitted on these roads, on pain of death.
Crude, but effective.
इमेज खराब करके भी नहीं दी हम लोग का
They took off down the road.
And we'll find them. This is the last time Tomoe and her men will ambush anyone in Kushi Prefecture. Come. Hurry! Dismount here. Quickly. There's no time to scout the camp.
Now who's rushing in with his hakama half-tied?
Take one for your sensei.
क्या हुआ
Why is she here alone?
I'll cut her loose.
Here!
Hold still.
Oh, no. No, please. No.
We're here to help.
She said... She said...
Tomoe? What did she say?
She said I could live until the samurai came.
No!
On the ledge!
मैंने हाथों सामने
Sakai.
Tomoe set a trap for us, and we walked right into it.
I spoke with her 2 days ago.
Tomoe?
The captive. Heard her talking about a Japanese woman she saw with the Mongols. I asked her to find out where they were camped and report back.
You did what?
It could have gone the other way. We'd be standing over Tomoe's body instead.
You talk about what it means to be a warrior. How Tomoe undermines that. But you and she are the same.
You expect us to be perfect. Your uncle, me, Masako Adachi. But only a child expects perfection of his elders.
Finish your thought, Sensei.
We all carry weapons. We all choose between life and death.
And you're too comfortable with that power.
And if I weren't, I would be dead. And so would you, Ghost.
Not everyone can be a samurai.
But we're all killers. We still have a camp in Otsuna to deal with.
Damn.
Is the one who saw their camp.
That's right, Sensei.
Sakai.
बोलो.
Sensei Ishikawa, is all this Tomoe's work?
She and her Mongols have been busy. A woman here named Ran knows where to find her.
Lead the way. How does she know where Tomoe's camp is?
She stumbled on it while foraging in the woods.
She's lucky to be alive.
Everyone with her was killed. Is your name Van?
Yes, my lords.
The Mongols who did this to you, they were led by one of our own.
Tomoe. I'll never forget that face. She used to ride with a group of thieves who lived here.
That's not possible. Tomoe is from Umugi Prefecture.
She found her way here. Her bow terrorized Utsuna for years. People used to say she could knock a falcon from the sky, blindfolded.
This camp you found.
Damn, bro. Skill to hai.
In the forest, southwest of here. Between the river and the western shore.
Damn her. Lessons I taught her. The secrets I shared. All wasted. You old fool. Why does she lie to me?
Tomoe never told you any of that.
Before we fought, I offered to adopt Tomoe as my daughter. Make her samurai.
For someone like her, that's quite a change in fortune.
And I took it away.
Because she's a hired killer.
Because her sensei failed her. She fell back into the life she knew.
It's one thing to wreck your chance at a better life, but to terrorize your own people.
I am aware, Sakai.
Are you? Can I count on you to do what needs to be done?
We have a camp to find.
We have a city to burn. Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Before she takes more lives.
भाई मेरे को अड्डा बता दो, उसका मैं जाके पीट के आ जाऊंगा.
The good news is Tomoe fell back to a place she knows. Because she's desperate.
She has the Mongol Empire on her side.
The more we damage her efforts, the more likely the Khan withdraws his support.
We could use that to our advantage. Drive a wedge between them.
If we did, and Tomoe abandoned the Mongol cause.
After everything she's done, she deserves punishment.
Even if she were willing to fight for us.
Yes.
Would you trust her?
No.
The woman we spoke to said Tomoe terrorized people here. It must have been years ago. Tomoe would have been young.
In her teens. And holding her own among bandits.
Difficult for someone twice her age. And you never suspected anything.
When she began her study with me, she hid a small blade in her sleeve. And she secretly hoarded food.
I can see how you could overlook those signs.
There were others. I wanted to make her my heir so badly. I blinded myself to the truth. The camp should be nearby.
Perfect terrain for archers lying in wait.
Keep your eyes open. Dismount here.
Sorry, bro.
Stay low and find a good place to scout the camp. Up here.
We've seen this before.
What do you see?
Japanese arrows.
Of course.
Bodies used for archery practice.
Tomoe's signature. Shut this camp down. Keep your eyes open for Tomoe.
Ready when you are, Sensei.
I'll stay hidden until you strike.
네가 뭐 있어? 응?
भाई तो काफी बेटे हैं.
She was seen here recently.
Look around.
क्या पर है तोमोए? मैं इसके कभी यूज ही नहीं करता।
Sensei, over here.
Could be Tomoe.
The sensei and the ghost. I'm getting tired of you two.
Your archers are dead. It's over. Ambush.
Oh damn!
Go after Tomoe. I'll hold these fools off.
घोड़ा मेरा। अरे यार रिक्शा हो जाने दे। क्या यार घोड़ा से ही उतर गया मैं।
Go after Tomoe. I'll hold these fools off.
Tomoe, this only ends one way.
Ha! Keep telling yourself that.
Damn, इसका आवाज अच्छी है।
There's nowhere to go, Tomoe.
You need to work harder, Lord Sakai.
Where's she going? Tomoe!
So you're old
इसने
Sakai,
पैरी किया?
the sensei's new pet.
And you're a gifted archer who had a chance at a better life and threw it away.
Is that what he told you?
Tomoe, why are we talking?
So I can warn you to watch your back. My sensei tried to kill me. He'll try the same with you.
Thanks for the warning, but I'm here to end this.
It's already over. I have nothing. No one.
Put the bow down, Tomoe. Has she lost her mind? No sign of her. I should tell Sensei Ishikawa.
Um. IQ फर्स्ट टाइम कंपोज कर रहा हूँ शायद से मैं।
twisted and flailing. Idle blades grow ever dull. Answers never found.
मेरे को लग रहा है ऋषभ का मर गया होगा। Let me check one more thing. Damn, सबको मार दिया इस जगह ने।
Sakai, what happened?
Tomoe could have killed me, but she didn't.
You let her get away.
She jumped off a cliff. I saw her.
You saw what she wanted you to.
She sounded desperate.
She is, because of us.
Why does she think you'll turn on me?
She doesn't. She's trying to drive a wedge between us, and it's working.
No, it's not.
Good. But the next time you wonder if I can do what's needed, ask yourself first.
We stopped Tomoe in Toyotama, but her archers still threaten Yoshi Springs. Find me there.
What the heck, और आगे इसकी क्वेस्ट हो चुकी है। इसका बचा है यहाँ पे। मीना का है ऐसा क्या है। ओह, यहाँ पर मिलेगा क्या आर्मर जो मैं खोज रहा हूँ। आई थिंक इतना काफ़ी है, उधर चलते हैं वैलोरेंट पे। आज के लिए इतना काफ़ी इस गेम में। एंड मेरे को टाइम देना, मैं शायद वो लेके आऊँ, स्नैक खाना लेके आऊँ। मेरे को भूख लग रही काफ़ी गंदा वाला। कहाँ पर है ये? मैं स्नैक्स लेके आ रहा हूँ, तब तक तुम लोग एंजॉय करो सॉन्ग्स. I'm back. किसका भी plan आया है? Let's watch something, no? देखते हैं क्या. Let's watch a video.
Sometimes it can be a lot of like very communication based stuff like eye rolling, you know, crossing your arms. We also have studies that show that these are very communication based attacks. So since they don't engage in a directly disruptive behavior, there's not something that they can be found guilty of. I wasn't hitting on your boyfriend. I was just walking past them in a bikini. If your boyfriend wants to look, that's his problem. What's the matter? Do you feel not confident in it? Do you feel like you're not attractive enough to keep your boyfriend? This is how they do. So the first thing that I have to say is this is one of the most important and also hardest lectures, videos that I put together, and the reason is really simple. If you look at the internet today, misogyny is rampant. And so I'm afraid that anything that I say that talks about how women can be aggressive, women can be evil, women can be bad, will very quickly be taken as justification for further misogynistic behavior. But that's not why I'm making this video. In fact, it's something that I'm going to try very hard to avoid. So right now at the very beginning, I'm going to say this is not a video about why women are bad. This is a video about the fact that some women are bad, that some women do bully, that some women are aggressive, and that some women are even sociopathic. And the problem in today's world is that if you are faced with one of these women, whether it be a mother, whether it be a sister, whether it be someone at school, that these women can be incredibly aggressive in a very subtle and indirect way. And that this aggression can be so devastating that it can even result in death. Now, when we look at male aggression, we look at things like, okay, violence, right? So if you look at the number of men who are in prison for murder, the number is very high. And we know that men can be violent. There's this whole thing going on the internet about would you rather be alone in the forest with a man or a bear? And most women would choose a bear because men can be deceptive, men can be aggressive, and I know a lot of men get upset about that, but let's remember that women have their experiences. The problem is that when it comes to physical aggression, we have safeguards in place, right? So I'm not saying that physical aggression is easy to avoid, but you can go to, you know, a martial arts class and learn how to physically defend yourself. You can even get something like mace or pepper spray. If you are physically assaulted, there are places you can go. You can go to the hospital. They'll document your injuries. You can go to the police. I'm not saying that they always do a great job, but there are systems in place to protect you from physical aggression. There are scanners at the airport to make sure someone doesn't bring a gun in. The problem is that when it comes to female aggression and bullying, there aren't safeguards, right? What do you do? What do you say when someone is bullying you, when someone is being aggressive with you in an indirect way? How do you defend yourself? And the science on female aggression shows that the majority of victims don't even feel like they're victimized. They don't even realize that they're the victims of some form of aggressive behavior. So a couple of other quick disclaimers. So this is not a video just about female bullying. While this is the weapon of choice, let's say, for female bullies, which is why we're characterizing it that way, the first thing that I want to point out to y'all, just to be clear, is that men can be indirectly aggressive, absolutely, and women can also be directly aggressive. So this is a video about teaching y'all the principles of indirect aggression. Now, why do we talk about women if we're talking about indirect aggression? Because frankly, that's what most of the studies are on. For the same reason that if you look at something like antisocial personality disorder or people who are sociopaths, these are much likely to be studies on men because that is the way that their sociopathy manifests, right? So they manifest in a particular way that is violent, that is more likely, it's easier to study men. So if we're doing a study on sociopathy, we'll go to places like prisons and we'll study men. So today what we're going to do is teach you what the playbook of a female bully looks like. What are their patterns of aggression? How do women sociopaths act? And I know these are all three different things and we'll go into detail. So let's talk a little bit about female bullying and aggression. The first thing is that it is indirect, which means it isn't about doing something. It is actually about the avoidance of doing something. So it is about ignoring, exclusion, leaving you out. Sometimes it can be a lot of like very communication based stuff like eye rolling, you know, crossing your arms. We also have studies that show that these are very communication based attacks and not even communication towards you. They'll do things like spread hostile rumors, try to do things like seduce your romantic partner, hit on your romantic partner. These are all forms of female aggression. There's another important issue here, which is that girls who do this will often not engage in disruptive behavior, which is much more common in men who are bullies or boys who are bullies. So since they don't engage in a directly disruptive behavior, there's not something that they can be found guilty of, right? So if you go to your frenemy, and you say, hey, can you please stop hitting on my boyfriend? What they're going to say is, I wasn't hitting on your boyfriend. I was just walking past them in a bikini. If your boyfriend wants to look, that's his problem. What's the matter? Do you feel not confident in it? Do you feel like you're not attractive enough to keep your boyfriend? This is how they do. So the process starts with something called moving into the gray zone. Normally what happens is you have a circle of people who are all connected in some way. And the first step of the female bully is to isolate, to ostracize. So start engaging in different activities that move you into the gray zone. And this is what's so devastating about it. You can feel it happen, but it's so hard to blame them. Are you crazy? Is this really happening? Some studies show that the victims of female bullying aren't even aware that they are victims. They're made to feel stupid. They're made to feel at fault because there's no direct form of aggression. So it starts by pushing you into the gray zone. The second thing about female bullying is that it's oftentimes very group-based. So the person won't do something to you. They will say, oh, it is the group that is doing this to you. It's not me. It is all of us. And sometimes what happens is you don't have a single bully. You have 2 or 3 girls in a group of girls that dislike you. And they will work in concert. And since one of them doesn't invite you to this, you know what would be hilarious if we didn't invite this person to both of our parties? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh my God, that's such a great idea for a joke. So you don't get invited to one party, you don't get invited to another party. And then a third girl, someone in the group is like, hey, maybe we should invite this person. They're like, oh my God, this is so much fun. We're getting such great bonding time. So they create a situation where there is a diffusion of responsibility. It's not me that's bullying you, it's the group. It's not my fault that you're not getting invited to parties. Maybe you should work on being a better guest at a party. And once that person gets pushed to the gray zone, they will comment. They will try to defend themselves. And this is a term that's actually been, quoted in the scientific literature. This creates a retaliatory action by the bully group. Once you say, hey, why aren't y'all inviting me? The bullying group responds. Maybe because you're this way or this way or this way. We didn't do anything wrong. It's all in your head. So once they push you to the edge and you decide you want to defend yourself, you call them out on their behavior. And this triggers something that's well documented in the literature called retaliatory humiliation. They've debated you. You call them out on, oh, no, it's not my fault. Why are you so crazy? Why can't you see the way that I'm being nice to you? Why can't you value my friendship? Why do you view the world so negatively? They blame you for attacking them. This is how it works. So if we want to defend ourselves against this cycle, we have to understand what triggers a bully, what makes it safe for a bully, as well as the sequences. There's subtle things that the literature shows that you can do to protect yourself, and we have to share those with you. So first, let's talk a little bit about the neuroscience of female aggression. So the first thing to understand is if you look at why women are less overtly aggressive than men, women are much more sensitive to the possibility of retaliation. So if you ask men, like, what would make you, attack or not attack someone else, men are okay being punished in return. So, one of the very classic things that we see in various TV shows and things like that, right, is you see a man who's got a black eye and a bruised face and stuff like that. And you're like, wow, bro, did you get into a fight? Their response, you should see the other guy. Yeah, the other guy's way worse. Men are fundamentally more comfortable with dishing out damage and receiving damage. Getting hit back is not a very good deterrent from aggression. The consequences of their aggression, men, generally speaking, care less about. The number one reason why women are less likely to be aggressive is because they are concerned about the fallout from their aggression. They're concerned about getting hit back. And we can even see some versions of this in the animal kingdom. I think you've got to be super careful when you talk about animals and extrapolating it out to human behavior. But if we look at things like prides of lions, right? So the female lions will do the hunting because the thing that you're attacking doesn't fight back. It's about catching it, not fighting it. But when there is fighting that needs to be done, when hyenas are attacking a lion pack, it's the male lion who fights, right? So we see versions of this even within the animal kingdom. But we also know from neuroscience studies that this is probably correct. That is, it is the inhibition of retaliation that really causes women to not be aggressive. And how do we know this? Because we can look at studies of alcohol. So women are much more likely to be physically aggressive when they're drunk, just like men. But the mechanism is different. So specifically what alcohol does is when a woman is drunk, fear-based circuits that warn them, that inhibit behaviors because they say, hey, if you hit someone, that person will hit back. This is a fundamental inhibition to female aggression. And alcohol disinhibits us. So what it does is disables the fear of the consequences. There's also something really fascinating. Oxytocin increases female aggression. And you may say to yourself, well, hold on a second, Dr. K. I thought oxytocin was a bonding hormone. I thought oxytocin is the hormone that causes bonding between a mother and child. Oxytocin is the milk letdown hormone. So when women are breastfeeding, right, they have a lot of they have a lot of milk production in their breasts, but how does the breast know when to release the milk? It is oxytocin that triggers breast milk release. And so you may say to yourself, but hold on a second, oxytocin is also the cuddling hormone. When people have sex and they cuddle afterward, both of their brains release oxytocin. This forms emotional bonds. So let me ask you, the one archetype that you should avoid at all costs is the mama bear, right? Anytime we know if there's a wild animal that has babies, they will be incredibly aggressive. And that's absolutely correct, right? So when we have a child, a baby, it can be a mama bear, it can be like a mama dog, like whatever, mama cat. Anytime there are kittens away, there are cubs at play, there are children at play, women can be incredibly aggressive. So when a woman has a child, the oxytocin level is through the roof. And if you threaten the child, the mom doesn't care. Normally, female mammals, women, are inhibited by the possibility of getting hurt. But when oxytocin is floating around, it actually increases maternal aggression. And that's evolutionary. So we have to understand that if we want to stop a female bully, we have to remember that the biggest thing that inhibits aggression
Okay, I'm back.
is the
video
fear
देखना
of the
क्या?
consequences. And so once we understand that, what we really need to focus on is not calling them out on their behavior, but creating and shaping an environment where there are going to be consequences for them. So we're going to talk about a couple of other triggers for female bullying. So one of them is very unusual. So one way to trigger a female bully is by you making another friend. So right now you're part of a social circle, right? So you're in the social circle, your bully is in the social circle. One of the things that will trigger your bully is if you start stepping outside of the social circle. If you create a network that excludes her, she is much more likely to trigger a bullying response, right? So this is kind of the social dynamic. They're super concerned about their place within the social circle and hierarchy. We can also see this, I've seen this in my patients when, mothers have I have a great relationship with my daughter. My daughter and I are besties. And then the daughter starts making friends, starts going on trips, triggers this weird bullying response from mom, where mom's like, yeah, I don't want you to hang out with them. Like, you never spend time with them. They start guilt tripping you. They start complaining to your other family members. Yeah, she's making the wrong friends. They start to use all of these other things around you. They don't tell you, hey, I feel excluded from your life. I feel like I've
Man,
invested
it's just completely different by experience by living as a woman by
life in you. You're the primary source of my social support. And if you start making friends outside of me, I feel alone. They don't say that, right? They will start to rally allies, try to get you from not hanging out. Oh yeah, this boyfriend isn't right for you. Why? Because he's helping you be independent. Fuck that. So one thing the reason I share this is because it's so confusing.
like
for some
bhai.
people. Because you're like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
copy
understand.
this.
I
I'm
thought
gonna
we were
share it
friends.
with
I
my
don't
friend.
understand
Yeah.
why. It feels like this person is excluding me. They're insulting me all the time. Like they're saying slight things. Oh yeah, like that dress. What do you think about? What do I think about this dress? I think the dress would look way better on you if you lost some weight. They say shit like this. It's insane. And you're like, I don't understand. What did I do? Is something wrong? Did I do something to piss you off? Plausible deniability? No, of course. Why? Of course not. Why would you say that? I'm being your friend. And friends are honest with each other. And you look like shit in that dress. I've heard it in my office doing psychotherapy. It's insane. Okay? So be careful what triggers them. One of the triggers is a fear of ostracization, exclusion, making new friends, forming tighter bonds with people in your shared friend group. Couple of other interesting statistics about aggression and female bullying. There's a stereotype that female bullies are attractive. And this is probably true. So when a woman is attractive, they are more likely to engage in bullying. The really interesting thing what the movies don't tell us is that if you're an attractive woman, you are also more likely to be bullied. So you're about 35% more likely to be bullied if you are an attractive woman. And once again, remember what's going on here. It's about pack tactics, right? It's if you're the prettiest girl in the group, something that can happen is a couple of other girls in the group can be jealous of you. There's a lot of stuff about mating, which we'll talk about in a second. I hate to say this stuff, but somewhat true, right? Where if you're the pretty person, and this is what's so interesting. So why are you more likely to be victimized if you're a pretty woman? Not just by male aggressors, by female aggressors too, because that increases the plausible deniability. Oh, pretty women, you have pretty privilege. You get all of the advantages in life. You're so lucky. And by the way, haven't you seen Mean Girls? All the girls who are bullies are hot. You're the bully. I'm not the bully. Ah, it's that retaliative humiliation. Hey, why don't y'all invite me to things? We're not doing anything wrong. Maybe you should be a better friend. You know, oh, you think that just because you're attractive, that makes you entitled to come to all of our parties and all of our social events? They're more likely to be victimized and more likely to be bullies. So even if you're an attractive woman who's listening to this and you're thinking to yourself, I don't understand why people treat me this poorly. And here's the other problem, right? Is if you are an attractive person and you have pretty privilege and you go to someone and you say, hey, I'm a victim too. Something bad is happening to me. Do people listen to you? Of course not. And that's why they pick you as a victim. Because remember, their primary fear is fear of retaliation. So if they can get away with it, they're more likely to be aggressive. Another thing that is very commonly a source of bullying is the fear of like sexual threat. So if you look at the data, women who are sexually threatening to their friends' partners, like women will look at each other, and I realize this is not all women, this is just literally what some of the studies show, is that one of the things that triggers female bullying is like some degree of belief of like mating competition, right? This is somewhat primitive, depends on the person. Not all women are like this. I would even say the majority of women are not like this. This video is actually about the minority of women who I believe are aggressive. That's what I've seen in my clinical practice. So if you suddenly lose a lot of weight, if you have a makeover, if you start dressing better and taking care of yourself, if your self-esteem starts to rise, this can make you a target. Because that's very threatening. I used to be the prettiest girl in the group, and now you are competing. So if this stuff resonates with you, right, the good news is that there are actually a lot of studies that look at how can we protect people from this? What are the interventions that we need to do? A lot of these studies actually come from schools. So how can we prevent female bullying? And we're going to give y'all a couple of key things that you can do if you're in this situation. The first is that bullying is much more severe in small groups. For whatever reason, if your friend group is between 1 and 5 people, bullying is much more common. It is less prevalent in groups of people between 5 and 15. So if you kind of think about it, like, I don't know if this kind of makes sense, but in groups of 1 to 5, there's a very like fixed amount of resources. There's a very important kind of tier list, right? Because these are the 5 people involved and we want to make sure that like I'm at the top and you're at the bottom. But when we get to levels of 15 people, it's really hard to manipulate.
I mean, काफी hard है, dude. I really don't care, भाई. अगर 5 लोगों का friend है भाई, साथ में बकचोदी करो भाई. क्या ये?
15 people. Oh, the 4 of us are going to get together and we're going to go boating on Saturday. And then there's still like 11 of us that are not going, so you can go hang out with those other 11 people. So the tools of the bully don't work nearly as well when we're talking about like numbers greater than 5 up to 15. So one solution that you can do is if you're someone who's a serial victim of bullying, especially if we're talking about the female style of bullying. Once again, men can do it too. One of the things to look out for is small groups. And the really scary thing is that if you've been a victim of female bullying and there's social isolation, you are so much more anxious in larger groups. So you end up gravitating towards smaller places that you feel more safe and are actually at a greater risk of being exploited. So larger groups are actually protective. The next thing that's really interesting is that a lot of female bullying propagates based on the bystander effect. Everyone else is going to be kind of like, I'm not going to get involved in this. There's some kind of power struggle going on. I don't want to get hurt. So one of the things that you can do to stop female bullying, if you see it, is stand with the victim. You don't have to, and this is really important, you don't want to accuse the bully because then that'll trigger the retaliatory humiliation. All you want to do is signal to the bully that this ostracization is not working, right? So this is where like it's subtle, but I I remember like working with some of my patients and
मैं जल्दी खत्म कर दूं and मैं वहाँ पर जाऊँगा Valorant में.
you're excluding this person, that's not good, you're bullying them. You can't say that. They'll say, oh, I just forgot about it. Plausible deniability. Instead, what you want to say is something like this. Hey, I just noticed that we're not inviting this person. I know we were thinking about this, but I was just thinking like, how would y'all feel if we if you got left out? That's not really cool. Maybe we should invite her anyway. So you're not accusing anyone. This is really important. You have to let them get away with it, and you want to stand with the person who's bullying. You want to advocate for them. This is the other really interesting thing. We want a number 3, which is kind of baked in there, which is a no blame intervention is very effective. So when you kind of point out the bullying behavior, you actually don't want to blame the bully. This is actually step 2 of their debate combo, right? Where you blame them. You don't blame them at all. A no blame intervention, which can mean, which what that means is like sort of focusing a little bit on feelings, like, oh, like this is unfortunate, no one's to blame here, and it's bad. This person is being excluded. Let's be kind to this person. Let's advocate for this person. Let's include this person. You don't blame them. That'll trigger the defensive response. Our goal is to raise awareness, right? Because remember that female bullying happens in the shadows. It happens subtly. It happens in private conversations. It's eye rolling and things like that. So all we really need to do, not all, but one of the most effective things that we can do is make sure it doesn't happen in the shadows. Just, oh, by the way, hey, did y'all notice this is happening? I'm not blaming anyone in particular. So what we're trying to shoot for is I see you. If you are the person who is the victim in this situation, you don't want to call them out on it. What you want to signal to them is I see you. This is not happening in the gray zone. I'm not oblivious to what is happening. You know, so you don't want to say, hey, you're excluding me from all of these parties. Instead, what you want to say is, hey, if y'all don't want me to come, you have a group text or whatever. Hey, I heard y'all are getting together at so-and-so's house. If y'all are like interested in talking about particular private stuff, like I totally get it, right? If y'all don't want me to come, totally fine. I know that so-and-so is going through a tough time. If she doesn't want me there, I totally get it. I hope to catch up with y'all later. Raise awareness of it. And then if you say, hey, you guys don't need to invite me, but I'm left out. By the way, hey, I'm left out. So what that does is recruits all of the other people. The way to stop a female bully is not by stopping the female bully. It's actually to recruit everyone else. It is an indirect form of combat. And then what happens is those people start to think, well, I don't want to be left in this situation, right? We should include other people. And by the way, this person seems pretty decent if they're pointing out these dynamics because everyone on some level knows what's going on. And if they want to gravitate towards a healthy community, they will actually end up supporting you much more likely, much more effective than calling the person out and triggering the retaliatory humiliation. Another really important thing to do is to avoid emotional overreaction. So anytime you emotionally overreact, remember everything is happening in the shadows and happening in the gray zone. So if you get very, very emotional, like you did this and I can't believe that you're not a good friend. Oh, wow, this girl. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry we didn't include you. Can you believe her? She's crazy. So emotional overreaction only plays into the female bully's hands. So instead what you want to do is be aware and witty. Be like, oh yeah, this is the 3rd time you guys are forgetting to invite me. Look, I don't know what's going on here, but like, you know, if you guys are enjoying doing this, I'd love to join y'all. But at the same time, like if you guys don't want me there, that's totally fine. Just let me know. Like I'm just confused more than anything else. Data suggests that snappy and humorous comments can go a long way. That's highly like situation specific. The last thing to consider is that the goal of a lot of female bullying is social isolation. The best way to protect yourself is not to fight the bully, but to be impervious to their attacks. So one of the best antidotes to being bullied is to actually develop social skills and learn how to make friends. So what happens is a headshot to the female bully. You go to this other person, you say, hey, I have this other group of friends that's better. Because if a female bully is bullying you, they're gonna bully other people too. The last thing that you can do that sometimes is quite effective is share feelings that other people, including the bully, can resonate with. So this isn't blaming them. This is really important to understand. But when you share with a bully in a non-emotional way, what effect this is having on you, sometimes the bullies will actually stop. There are studies at schools that show that this can be helpful, right? Hey, when you forget to invite me, I still feel isolated and alone. I feel like I don't have friends that care about me. Because oftentimes female bullies are not sociopaths, right? They actually do care about other people. A lot of this stuff is kind of subconscious, and then you do something really interesting. You give them the opportunity to extend the hand of friendship, and then they can feel good about including you. So it's kind of weird, but something about sharing your experience in a way that can trigger empathic concern can be effective at disarming the bully. Now we're giving you a lot of these options because not all of this stuff will necessarily work, right? So that's why we have to think about all these different options. So do I want to strengthen my social skills? Do I want to share my experience of this? Do I want to be witty? Do I want to form bonds with other people? And make sure you don't fall into the missteps, blaming the bully for what they're doing because it's all gray. So if you blame them, then you've fallen into their trap. Female bullying is absolutely a real problem. It's a problem that I don't think we talk about enough. I think since we don't talk about it enough, it's actually getting worse. Because female bullying and indirect aggression are so outweighed, male aggression, physical violence, and things like that, that it doesn't get enough time in the spotlight. And what this means is that the people who use these abusive behaviors are like running free because no one is talking about, right? So if you look at statistics on intimate partner violence, the likelihood for a woman over the course of her lifetime to be abused by a man is about 37.3%. The likelihood for a man to be abused by a woman is about 30.9%. So things are worse for women than they are for men. And at the same time, just because breast cancer is more common than testicular cancer doesn't mean that we should take all the people who have testicular cancer and say, hey, screw you, right? So we want to educate everyone about bullying. We want to protect ourselves against male aggression. We want to protect ourselves against physical aggression. And we want to protect ourselves against female bullying. And we want to protect ourselves against indirect aggression, which by the way, men can employ as well. So my hope is that this video is helpful to y'all. What actually inspired this video was a woman on our subreddit saying, hey, I'm being bullied by women. I don't know what to do. It's an exceedingly common experience. And so my hope today is that we've given y'all some insight into understanding how female bullying works. Men can do it too. We can also call it indirect aggression. Once you have the roadmap of it, first thing to realize is that yes, it's really happening, right? So half of the armament of the female bully is gaslighting you into believing it's not real. And once you realize, yes, it is happening, understand this 3-hit combo. Isolation, moving you into the gray zone, triggering an emotional response, followed by the knockout punch, which is retaliatory humiliation. Oh my God, can't you see how crazy she is? We forget to invite her once. She's so unstable. I don't want to hang out with people like that because now you've given them license. So for those of you that are struggling with female bullying, I really hope this helps you. Remember that this form of indirect aggression can also be done by a man. And please let us know like how y'all feel about this, right? Is this helpful? Are there more things that y'all want to go into? Do you want to share your experiences in the comments? All that stuff is good. So thank y'all very
Next video.
much for listening today, and I hope it helps. And remember, not all women are evil.
किसना? हाँ। राम ये आया है इन लोग का।
Match found.
क्या खेलता था मैं यार यहाँ पर?
You have good taste, my friend.
हेडेक देता है यार ये गेम।
Should I shoot them in the face or stab? I'll decide later.
Bum 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 bum.
Extraction here.
Enemy spotted.
ए पे लगा है
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A. Healing you.
वाइस
Enemy spotted A.
Reloading. Get out of
Reloading.
Reloading. Grenade.
Back up.
Spike down A.
Hey, pera.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Out of charges.
हाँ नेक्स्ट टाइम
नहीं यार बुलेट्स नहीं थे
Sage, we're the perfect pair to give life. I take it.
बुलेट्स नहीं थे कंफ्यूज नहीं था मैं
A gift.
I must stop their Reyna. There. Careful.
Reloading. Reloading.
B plant
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted B.
fuck क्या गलत टाइमिंग यार
106 cloak
Reloading. Reloading.
Decoy.
Last player standing. Team Ace.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Out of charges.
Reloading.
There.
That works.
ये पर है
आए रुक उसमें वॉल लगाया होगा
Enemy spotted A. Enemy
One down.
Last player standing.
इसलिए बोलते हैं मेरे को डायरेक्ट कंपनी नहीं करना चाहिए था इतना टाइम बाद जब मैं खेल रहा हूँ गेम
Time to stock back up.
That's a good spot.
Tighten our defenses.
Careful here.
Cutting through.
सब इधर ही क्यों है अभी में कोई नहीं है
It's you and me.
बी पे लग रहा है बी है
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted B.
Bomb buddy out.
don't say so.
Teleport's ready.
One enemy remaining.
They have no right to do this.
उनकी रहना अच्छी है.
See? They're stubborn. They'll break.
A gift.
Reloading. Reloading.
मैं भी स्मार्ट कर.
नहीं यार मैं कितने टाइम बाद खेल रहा है गेम.
The hunt begins.
मरे भाई उनकी रहना.
हाँ. मेरा इंस्टिंक्ट मेरे को बोला था कि ठीक ही मार ले ऋषभ.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
क्या हुआ, किसी को कहीं जाना है क्या? जीत सकते हैं.
जाना है.
Attackers win.
ये टट्टी एक्सेसरीज है यार.
Match found.
Watch way. My crew is coming through.
Today is a gift to Radiance. We're finally free to use her power.
तरुण, अरे पता नहीं रेज ने बोला था जाने को था उसका, तो मैंने बोला ठीक है. तो हमारी आवाज डे. क्या हाल है, कैसे गया दिन, क्या खेल रहे थे लास्ट गेम?
A.
Dizzy's up top. Somebody's there.
Spike down A.
There's my buddy. Up you go. Dizzy has targets.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Shadows traveling.
Yo, चला जाना.
Wingman's on defuse.
अरे ऊपर कूद के चला जा ओमेन.
I got you. Wingman for the win.
लेट्स गो. बच्चे ने कुछ काम तो किया.
Get ready. I go fast.
सेव करना है.
हाँ सेव कर लो. सेव हम कर लो फिर अच्छे से पूरा ताकत ले लेंगे.
ओके.
कुछ मत बोलो. किल भी मत लो ना बोलो. क्लासिक खेल.
क्या आवाज कट के आ रहा है.
मैं कह रहा हूँ क्लासिक खेल लो. कुछ मत लो ना.
वो लास्ट राउंड का था. यहाँ पर है.
Cover going out.
Many enemies B.
Cover going out.
Spike down B.
There.
लाइक मेरे मार्क में होल्ड करो.
Many enemies B.
Last player standing.
नेक्स्ट राइट. टर्न हो अभी भी. क्या हाल है. कैसा गया दिन तुम्हारा. योरू यहाँ से आ रहा है.
Right there.
लास्ट राउंड भी उधर ही था वो.
ये
मैंने ईयरफोन लगाया. शाबाश ऋषभ. अंदर आ गया.
One enemy remaining.
Up and away.
पीछे तुम्हारे. यहाँ अच्छा टेलीपोर्ट कर गया.
You did good.
Reloading.
Shadows traveling. Careful.
स्पाइक कहाँ है.
स्पाइक भी वो उसके पास है. यूरो के पास भी है.
नाइस.
Let's keep a good thing going.
बाय दियो. बाय देता भाई. हाँ मैं लगा करने यहाँ जंप कर सकता हूँ. हाँ लगाया.
Who's next?
Dizzy's up. Someone's there. Mosh pit.
There.
Sit down.
यहाँ पर आइए।
Reloading.
Get him, Wing. One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Flawless.
Reloading.
I'm out of here.
The enemy fears you, Reyna. You can use that.
पकड़ना सारा कुछ क्या सुन मेरा पैकेट लो समथिंग कुछ हो रहा है बट अटक रहा है
गेको
मेरा अटक रहा है legit।
गेको तो बहुत बनता
मेरा अटक रहा है ब्रो, मैंने पहले ही बोला था।
अच्छा अटक रहा है, ठीक है, तेरी आवाज नहीं आई।
हाँ 100 स्पाइक कर रहा है बीच बीच में। वन
भी जाएंगे वो भी
30 seconds left.
New friends.
भाई कॉल करें तो आ सकते हैं
भाई। फैंटम है?
हाँ है मेरे पास। हमें पहले लगा दे।
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted.
Saw you, little homie. She's all done running.
जाता ना।
You want more?
Still inside.
Let's go. Someone's there.
My ult's ready.
बन जाओ
Spike
कुछ नहीं
down
करना।
A. One enemy remaining.
हाँ यार एम
जा
नहीं
भैया
है।
भैया ये बैठा है या तो ये है तो यहाँ।
Watching here.
स्पाइक होल्ड कर लो, आ जाए अपने पास। आप ले लो मेरा।
Not. Deep breaths, everyone.
ऑलमोस्ट
Your
भाई।
hearts are pounding. Go, go, go.
I need this.
Need a drop.
वही ये वाला केज में ट्रिगर करिए।
Cover going out.
Get out of my way.
Enemy down.
There, enemy B.
Stealing sight.
Reloading.
Spike down B.
Shadows traveling.
There.
One enemy remaining.
कहाँ पर है बंदा?
अबे
लॉल
स्पाइक ले लो, ऑफ ले लो ऊपर।
टॉप उसकी।
Nah, this is light work. We're chilling.
I go.
I can buy.
मेरे से ले ले मेरे से ले ले
Can someone buy me, please? Can someone buy me, please?
Thanks. खरीद लेना, पैसा तो है ना 4000। हाँ नियॉन 9000 है। नियॉन
नियॉन से मांगता नियॉन 1000 पड़े। अबे तो
क्या सेविंग करेगा?
इसके बाद पैसे नहीं मिलते, इसके बाद गरीबी
एफडी करेगा ये।
भाई क्या तेरे को बंगला खोलना है गवर्नमेंट में?
Up and away. Somebody's there.
नहीं यहाँ पे कोई नहीं अंदर है।
Spike planted. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Clutch.
अरे स्पैम क्यों करता है?
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them.
नियॉन बाय देते, नियॉन बाय देते। साइफर बाय। दे काम करी। दे बाय दे। अरे
मैं तो ना सता रहे ना। नेक्स्ट मैच
हुआ क्या
देगा कितना रुकेगा ये?
नहीं तू रखना, तू रख तू।
हाँ मिड पे है योर। बी पे गया शायद।
होल्ड करो, पीछे रो पीछे रो।
भाई मरा कैसे तू?
You will not kill my allies.
भाई अबे नाइस नाइस क्यों भाग रखा था तू?
यही होता है जब दिन में सालों बाद तुम गेम खोलते हो। और ईयरफोन भी उल्टा लगाया मैंने। शाबाश
भाई, so proud saying that.
Spike planted.
Blinding. Shadows traveling. No.
Fight till the end, no matter what.
मैं साइट होल्ड कर रहा, मैं नहीं जा रहा मिड पे।
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
ओए बचा, सेव कर केको केको।
यहाँ दोनों क्यों आया यहाँ पर?
Spike planted.
केको को आइट भाई।
Shadows traveling.
Enemy, take this.
Blinding.
Last player standing.
Kill.
And की चू।
Damn 5-5 करवा लिया इन लोगों ने।
But like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche Radianite.
I'm out of here.
I am a silver room. What a team.
And bronze one.
मैं तो कल ही डाउनलोड किया था ये गेम.
What? Average Mumbai lobbies.
Last player standing.
भाई cover दे भाई. Cover दे.
Back on to it. Alt.
Spike planted.
Crash got him. Dizzy's up.
तेरा वो लगा दे
Dizzy has
bot.
targets.
हाँ?
Bro.
हुआ ही नहीं कनेक्ट उसके बाद.
Last round in the half.
Don't be cheap.
Random दे भाई.
I'm
Random.
out of here.
2 बुलेट कट हुए. अरे सेलेवेंसी आवर या बजट है. क्या अल्लाह है. इस साल कवर.
अबे ले लेना.
आज नवरात्रि का लास्ट डे है ना.
नहीं बे.
तो 12th को है ना.
Get out of my way.
Up you go. Run, little man.
One enemy remaining. Spike down, attacker spawn. Flawless.
Spikes in attacker spawn. Reloading.
Switching sides.
So,
Gun
we mix
here.
it up, double down.
Go,
Let's
go.
talk.
Gun here.
स्पाइक देना रे ना.
अरे
बच्चा काम पे लगा था.
अरे बच्चा नहीं किसे को कहते हैं.
हाँ.
बुड्ढा. बुड्ढा बढ़िया नाम है.
I'm out of here.
Cover going out. Cover going out.
अरे ऊपर था.
Stealing sight.
Dizzy's up top.
I'm out of here. There.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
पुश मत करो मैं.
बैक स्टेप आ रहा है कोई. अंदर
And you're done.
बड़ा है. अरे दो लोग हैं.
क्या आ गया हूँ मैं यार. 33. She's 33.
35 टैग्ड है.
60 मैंने मारा 60 को.
Heaven देखियो.
गेको आ रहा है पीछे से बैक स्टेप.
Last player standing. One
Oh.
enemy remaining.
छोड़ दे उसको.
35 टैग्ड.
Go.
End kill.
Shocking. Gotta go.
निकल भाई.
Go. Look your enemy in the eye.
Neon की power
With accuracy. I'm out of here. Gotta go.
अरे कुत्ता काम पे लगाइयो उसके पास.
ओके.
Go.
Sheriff skin है.
Yes.
Need a drop. Break's over. Thank you. Gotta go.
Shadows traveling.
कैंडी लगा वॉल पैक
यहाँ पर है, ये ऊपर है।
Enemy A. I'm out of here.
Up and away. Dizzy has target.
Reloading. Careful here.
Still in sight.
There.
You're done.
Go, go, go.
Got the spike waiting.
81 देखो 81
Spike's ticking. Thanks.
81 देखो
यहाँ पर से आ रहे हैं।
Go, go, go.
Last player standing.
88 मारो मत ना, प्लांट करके पीछे आ जाया करो।
हाँ भाई पुश गलत करना, भाई पुश मत करना, तो मैं ही पागल।
ये करना था पुश, लेकिन भाई इतने लोग बीच में खड़े रहना यार, टीपी नहीं कर पाया आगे।
पुश गलत है ना, पुश कर।
Gun here. Go, go, go.
Oh, be off.
Gotta go.
मैं तो
I'll show them. Lintik kayo.
Cover going out.
They will cover. Wingman's planting. Dizzy's up. Spike planted. Thanks, Wings. Rash is ready.
वन 148 के को 40 पर यूरो
Stage 1
हेवन 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 है यार, एक बुलेट का है भाई वो। 148 है वो।
क्या? भाई ने सोचा नहीं टेलीपोर्ट करना पड़ा बेटा।
He says their bullets tickle.
I'm out of here.
अभी हगरत तुम सब हगरत है, अभी गैको अपना विंगमैन छोड़ देता ना तो ज्यादा काम वो विंग
नहीं होता। मैंने बैठा तो था विंगमैन तोड़ने के लिए।
हाँ बट जब कैरेट था ना तो हाफ दिस हो जाता, तो गैको आगे
नहीं होता। आप कैसे होता बे, लगाता ना मैं।
सिक्स शेरिफ का टीम थोड़ा
Go, go, go.
Cover going out.
ऊपर चढ़ा है, अब ऊपर चढ़ा है हराम को।
Drop the spike.
ऊपर चढ़ा होता बोला तो मैं 10 बार बोल दिया क्या।
अरे पीछे वो है, स्पाइक लाओ, स्पाइक
रोट कर लो।
I got the spike.
Rotate, rotate.
Last player standing.
हार गए।
80 ओमेन 80 ओमेन।
अरे फायदा ही नहीं है, 11 HP है, डाल भी नहीं सकते। तेरे पीछे।
Up you go. Someone's there.
भाई
वो भी हो गया था उसकी ब्लाइंड, वो भी हो गया था।
You must
feel the strain. Block it out, Omen.
And मेरे पास गन नहीं है तो I'm gonna play classic.
हाँ बी पे खेलते, बी पे हो रहा है ब्लाइंड। यहाँ पे सीज वेज
करना स्पाइक।
भाई मैं क्लासिक क्यों मैं नहीं पता।
I'm out of here.
जोरू
Reloading.
Cover going out.
Go get him, buddy. Dizzy's up. Dizzy has target.
पास में है कोई।
Spike planted.
अरे यार कहाँ से मारा ये। साइफर तेरे ऊपर।
Last player standing.
कौन सी जगह होल्ड कर रहे हो भाई वो? क्यों होल्ड कर रहे हो? सेव कर लो, निकल लो यहाँ, निकल लो यहाँ से। ये मैं क्या देख लिया?
Their lives are so
Agna.
meaningless. Might as well give them to me.
रहना बैंड।
हाँ मैंने ट्राई यार 1-1-0 किया मैंने उसको।
मिड से पुश करना है क्या?
I'm out of here. Thank you.
मिड टू बी। यहाँ पर स्मोक कर देना।
Right there.
यहाँ नहीं है, यहाँ पर और नहीं है।
अरे मैं तो लाइन भी चाड़ दूं।
3 स्मोक डालूं?
तो नहीं नहीं, पीछे हल्का डालना, बी जहाँ से बी में जाते वहाँ मत डालना।
हैं?
Oh yeah, monster on the loose. I'll take it.
ओए जा नियॉन पिक अप।
कर कैंप।
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Gotcha. Spike's ticking. Thanks, little man.
कैंप कर
अल्ट पे खेलना, चला जा अल्ट पे खेल।
को कैंप कर भाई।
One enemy remaining.
नाइस।
Just be friends, huh?
उनकी वैंडल लो
भाई। तुक्का
वैंडल है वहाँ पे।
तुक्का लग गया।
हाँ लग गया तुक्का।
That's true. Good advice.
बड़ा आया तुक्का लग गया बोलने वाला।
मैंने काम बढ़िया करा, मैंने काम यहाँ बैठ के काम बढ़िया करा। कोई ना कोई आएगा तुम।
अल्ट से वो भी कर दी भाई अच्छे से।
I need this.
Need a drop. Gun here.
ये प्राइम अपनी है क्या?
हाँ? कितनी देर से नहीं पता?
नहीं बे, मेरे को लगा एनिमे की है। सही में।
I have retrieved the spike.
से यहीं पर होगा वॉल करके।
Get out of my way.
हाँ यहीं पर है, यहाँ से आएगा।
Why so five?
गया। नेक्स्ट करो यहीं पर।
That's spike, Wings. Spike planted.
One enemy remaining.
योर भी है।
80
है कहाँ पे?
वहीं पे था।
टीपी मारोगे?
80 देखी टीपी मार दिया बंदे ने।
You don't mess with my crew.
भाई क्या को क्रॉस बैक करता।
Hey, little man, pump us up. Let's
क्या?
go.
हमारे दोनों ड्यूलिस्ट भाई, दोनों ड्यूलिस्ट भाई। भाई क्या चल रहा है ये वैलोरेंट?
डिलिस भाई मेरे को गलती हो गई। डिलिस भाई ट्रायल सेव, कोई मरा तो उसकी गन ले लूंगा।
कंट्रोलर सही बैठा अपना 13 किल पे।
कंट्रोलर भाई बहुत पिट रहा है अभी, स्टार्टिंग में ही 13 पे।
भाई तो तेरी डेथ देखो, ज्यादा बार मारा हूँ मैं, हर बार मारा हूँ।
Reloading.
Up and away.
Reloading.
Wingman's planting. Spike's ticking. Thanks, little man.
ये तो छोड़ यार, गन ही नहीं मेरे पास।
हाँ भाई ऊपर है भाई वन। अरे यार स्वर्सा मुंडी घुमा लेता ना और प्रोसेसर।
One enemy remaining.
ब्लाइंड है वो।
चुदा भाई बहुत गंदा।
If they mess with one of us, they mess with all of us.
मैं कह रहा हूँ
किसी पास हुआ क्या फैंटम का स्किन है तो देना।
हाँ ये देख, ये वाली बहुत अच्छी है। इधर ड्रॉप कर।
क्या कर रहा है?
Hey, my skin. अबे इसने गैको ने सेल कर दिया मेरे मानो।
अरे भाई यार ये टपली पर मार दिया। रेना तेरे पास पाए क्या?
रोटेट करो रोटेट करो रोटेट करो रोटेट करो रोटेट करो। ओमेन 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 ओमेन। Yeah, what's wrong? सही बात है। बी पे करना नहीं लिखो।
70 ओवन।
सुधार पे कहाँ सुधार रहा है?
40 सेज। नेवन बाइल्ड कर दे, वो रैप देगा किसी को।
जम किया उसने, डिवोच कर रहा है। रेना
मरेगा भाई।
रेना क्या था ये?
Player standing.
भाई बंदा कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी खेल रहा है यहाँ पर। भाई अमन भाई हमेशा तुम ऐसे क्यों मरते हो?
अबे मेरे को एक तरफ से पड़ रही थी, मैं मेरे को लगा सही में वो लोग कर देंगे डिप, तो मैं टीपी मार दिया।
क्या गंदा हगा है, क्या गंदा हगा है भाई। गलती से किल हो गई।
भाई गलती से नहीं हुआ है, गलती से नहीं हुआ। तू रिस्पेक्ट कर मेरे को यार।
नहीं रेना ने जो किल किया है ना भाई, हगा किया ना, मैं तुमको क्लिप भेजता भाई इसका।
ले वैंडल ले वैंडल।
मेरे को वैंडल दो, मेरे को
बाय देना बाय।
I can buy.
Need a drop. Thank you.
Claw through them.
ये रेना इतना सेव करके कहाँ पे जाने वाला बे?
मैं गॉन।
I'm out of here.
Shadows traveling.
Reloading. Enemy spot still inside. Still
Somebody's
inside.
there.
Reloading.
Reloading.
भाई 114।
Crash is ready. Wingman's gonna plant spike. It's all you, little hunk. Spike planted.
अरे 78 फैसिलिटी कुछ नहीं करना था।
Last player standing.
अबे यार मैं जस्ट मुड़ा बे, मैं जस्ट मुड़ा।
मरो मत यार, जीत रहे।
अच्छा सुनो सुनो सुनो, आप क्या करते हो? मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम्हें, बेस्ट आइडिया बेस्ट प्लान एवर कोई सोचे।
कोचिंग की चलते हैं।
अरे सुन तो, या तो उडिन कर लो पहला प्लान। अगर तुम्हें वो नहीं पसंद तो सुनो, यहाँ से हम जाते हैं ठीक है, यहाँ पे वो वॉल करेंगे और सारी चीजें फेंकेंगे, हम वॉल तोड़ देंगे, फिर हम रोटेट करके बी पे आ जाएंगे।
ठीक है, सिर्फ तोड़ना है, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करना है।
हाँ
मैं मेड देख रहा हूँ।
लेना वहाँ जाके हो और उडिन कर लो, उडिन
ये
कर लो।
सुक्सेस वाली बात मत करो यार यहाँ पे। मेरे को क्यों दे रहा है गैप को अपने पास पर्सनल?
आओ मैं वॉल तो लगाई नहीं मैं। चल चल रोटेट कर, रोटेट कर।
लगा दी भाई, बहुत हो गया, चलो
बहुत हो गया, सेक्स करनी करना मैं वहां जाके। आओ अबे आना साइफर,
साइफर बटेगा किल,
साइफर बच
किल
गया।
बटोरेगा साइफर।
अल्टा क्या 1 किल लो।
Plant the spike, Wings.
Shadows traveling.
My wingman's down.
भाई देख मैंने स्मोक सब दिया था, फिर मर गया था रेंज।
Who's next?
अरे
Spike planted.
ये बंदा मेरे को मार के ही जाएगा। योरू मेरे पास
Spotted B.
भाई 117 का असिस्ट दिया है। बेस्ट है।
Caught one. Cage triggered. Tripwire destroyed.
चला जा यहाँ से, योरू भी यहाँ पे।
Last player standing.
72.
सब डैमेज है, 80 मैंने दिया साइफर योरू को, सॉरी।
ओए पर टाइम नहीं है शायद।
हाँ
डिसमिस कर
नहीं
लिया
नहीं
कर।
पूरा टाइम है, पूरा टाइम
पूरा
है, पूरा
टाइम
टाइम।
है, इतने में 2 बार कर देंगे वो।
अरे डिसमिस
Match point. I can't see them yet.
अरे जीतेंगे जीतेंगे, सेक्स कर लेंगे।
I'm getting ready.
Go, go, go.
मैं
जा रहा।
जाता हूँ अब भाई। 10 असिस्ट के साथ बंदा आगे बढ़ रहा है। बे मुझे क्यों दे रहे हो स्पाइक यार? क्या
नहीं मैं आगे जा रहा भाई, मैं वो कर रहा
अबे
हूँ।
गैको का गुड
Spike's here.
वाल तोड़ दो तुम लोग जाके।
ओए जीते नहीं देना, सेक्स मत कर।
मैं
ओए
पीछे
स्पाइक कॉल
पीछे
करके करा
रुकूंगा,
दिया
मैं
कर।
मैं पीछे रुकूंगा।
आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ।
Dizzy's up top.
देखो चलो चल चल चल। अबे
Or spike.
Spike down B.
I'm out.
ये बढ़वा
ये आ जाओ घूम के।
Kill my allies.
मिड पर है वो, मिड पर है। ए पर जाओ, ए पर जाओ।
फिर से एक फ्लैंक, फिर से एक फ्लैंक। ओमेन जा रहा है, ओमेन जा रहा है।
I'm out of here.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
मिड देख, मिड देख, मिड देख भाई, मिड देख।
आगे स्पाइक
30
करो।
seconds left.
Spike planted.
भाग जा भाग जा भाग जा।
उनको खाली डिफ्यूज नहीं करने देना, काफी सही जगह प्लांट हुआ है।
मैं बैक शॉट देखूं।
Here.
अरे
मारना।
Crash isn't done with you. Reload.
Last player standing.
हो गया
भाई
जी।
डिसमिस कर ले, डिसमिस।
अबे डिसमिस ही तो करा।
क्या करा भाई?
अबे डिसमिस ही तो करा।
Defenders win.
गेट को मारना था तो जरूर।
कॉमेडी के लिए हरे भाई, फन था भाई, लेकिन लोग चिल थे यार। अब अपन क्या करेगा, अपन कर देगा गेम बंद। मेरा हो गया भाई इस गेम से, मैं आ रहा मेरा हो गया। एनीवे गाइस, थैंक फॉर क्या बोलते हैं ज्वाइन करने के लिए। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम पे। होपफुली मैं घोस्ट ऑफ त्सुशिमा यार जल्दी खत्म कर दूं, मन नहीं कर रहा है। एल्डन रिंग के अलावा एल्डन रिंग जब मैंने खेला था ना, उसके अलावा उसके बाद से मेरे को कोई और की गेम खेलने का मन ही नहीं कर रहा है यार। मजाक से हट के यार। See ya.